This is a press statement on the unilateral rescheduling of the meeting with the Parliamentary Select Committee on Health. The Ghana Registered Nurses and Midwives Association embarked on a roadmap of industrial actions on 2nd June 2025, which culminated into the total withdrawal of all nursing and midwifery services on 9th June 2025, which continued until the leadership of the association suspended the strike on 13th June 2025. The decision to suspend the strike was based on the intervention of the Parliamentary Select Committee on Health and the pleas of the good people of Ghana, especially our patients. The press briefing today seeks to inform the general public and the nursing and midwifery fraternity that the meeting with the Parliamentary Select Committee on Health, scheduled for today, 26th June 2025, has been unilaterally rescheduled to 10th July 2025 per a letter received from the Parliamentary Services yesterday, 25th June 2025. The reason given was that this decision, and I quote, this decision follows the unavailability of some key stakeholders who are currently unavoidably outside the jurisdiction. Due to this development, the National Council of the Association at its meeting held on 25th June 2025 deliberated extensively on the content of the letter and wishes to state as follows. 1. The strike was suspended in good faith, and we expect nothing less than a reciprocity of same. The rescheduling of the meeting, in our view, is in bad faith, since it may further delay the implementation of the agreed items. We have, however, decided to give the committee the benefit of hindsight and still trust that their engagement with the Ministries of Health and Finance will be productive. Number 2, we demand the implementation of the 4 agreed items not later than July 2025. This is non-negotiable, and we shall advise ourselves if any attempt is made to further delay the implementation. 3, with the other items, we wish to reiterate our position that we are amenable to their implementation no later than January 2026. 4, we demand that these timelines are clearly captured and signed off at the 10th July 2025 meeting to avoid any ambiguity in the implementation schedule. 5, we wish to express our sincerest appreciation to the nursing and midwifery fraternity for the deep sense of solidarity during this whole period of fighting for what is rightfully ours. To the press, we thank you sincerely for carrying our voices to the good people of Ghana. Number 6, we call on our dear nurses and midwives to remain steadfast and wait for updates and necessary actions that the National Council may deem necessary. Thank you very much. Thank you, and now the floor is open. If there are any questions, we are more than happy to take them. So I'll mention the 4 items in order of priority. We have mentioned that the 8% non-basic allowance is key to us, is dear to us. Number 2, fuel allowance is dear to us. 3 is the uniform allowance, and the last but not the least is the book and research allowance. These are the 4 items, and we want to reiterate that these 4 items are not items that are going for everybody. The 2 which is going for everybody is the uniform allowance and the 8% non-basic allowance. When we talk about the book and research allowance, those that is going for is just about 600 individuals. When you talk about the fuel allowance, it's going for our senior officers, and it's for about 5,000 of us out of the total lot. The total population, we are hovering around 125,000. I mean, the nursing and midwifery workforce in Ghana. So those are the 4 items.
Finally, being your strike, there were a fraction of your midwives. I believe that when you went to meet the Minister of Health, they were at the reception, and per the news, they couldn't meet with the minister. How best are you going to bring this small fraction on board? Because they did say that you have sidelined them. So what are you going to do to bring them on board?
I think that we have explained this over and over again. There's nothing about sidelining anybody. When we talk about collective agreement, it borders on what needs to get to every nurse and midwife in Ghana. That's the bottom line. Leadership comes and go. They as leaders felt that the actions we were taking were not what they wanted, and therefore chose a certain path. We frown on the path that they took. It doesn't protect the profession. It doesn't protect the nursing and midwifery profession, because mind you, what we do is not just about trade unionism. It boils down to the profession, and it was very unprofessional on their part to take the stance that they took. And for that matter, we are not worried about them at this time, at this point in time. What we are saying is that it's about nurses and midwives in Ghana. And if you monitored the strike action well, their members chose to be on the strike because the benefit was not going to be for just members of Ghana Registered Nurses and Midwives Association. It's for the entire fraternity of nurses and midwives. So as we go forward, we are still counting on the conscience of our nurses and midwives for them to take the right decisions. And we believe in them as much as they believe in us. So we'll continue to do the right thing for them. Please, is there any question? Any more questions? All right.